Jenny from the Madison Public Library. Thanks for watching. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to do a fall book page decoupage using plastic pumpkins and plastic Easter eggs. To get started, we are going to be turning our plastic Easter eggs into acorns. So the first step, we will be decoupaging the narrow end of the egg with book pages. So you can either cut or tear strips of the book pages. And since we're working with a really small egg, you want to work with smaller pieces of paper. And I have my Mod Podge and a paintbrush. So all we're going to do is working in small sections. Brush on the Mod Podge. Then start applying the book pages. And I like to go a little over halfway on the egg with my book pages. So you can go in any direction and just apply a little more Mod Podge on the top to help it to stick and smooth out any wrinkles or bubbles. And it's really helpful to maybe work on one side of the egg at a time and let it dry for 15 to 20 minutes. It makes it easier to handle, and you can flip it over and do the other side of your egg. All right, so I have my egg, which has been covered with the book pages. After it was dry, I applied another coat of Mod Podge to cover everything and let that fully dry for about an hour or so. And now we're going to take twine and use it to make the top of our acorn. Now you can use glue, but it is a little quicker and easier to use a hot glue gun when applying the twine. So all you're going to do is maybe start with just a thin bit of your hot glue and the twine, and you want to make sure that you don't have any of the plastic egg showing. So I'm just going to get started. Apply a thin layer of glue and wrap the twine and keep it tightly wrapped, and we're going to keep going all the way around till you get to the top of the egg. So when you get to the top, if you can see in the center, I just keep twisting until it's full, and then where the string sticks out at the very end, I just trim off a little bit so that we have the stem to the acorn. And you are all done with that. Now for the pumpkins, we're just going to decoupage them again with the book pages. Since the pumpkin's a little bigger, I can tear larger pieces of paper, and I'm just going to attach them, glue them down to the pumpkin, top and bottom. Again, it's easier if you let sections dry as you're working on the pumpkin, then you can finish it off with any embellishments you like. I tied a ribbon on this one. You can hot glue some twine around the plastic stem to cover that up if you like. You can even remove it and go cut a little bit of a sticker twig and stick it in the top for your stem. If you don't want to decoupage some of these, I have just spray painted. And you can also use tissue paper, wrapping paper, fabric, or even napkins to do the decoupage. So for example, on this one, I used tissue paper on the egg, and it's very fragile, so you have to work carefully and slowly with the tissue paper. And again, you can take any napkins, paper napkins that you have a design that you like, and all you need to do is remove the back 1 or 2 plies from your napkin and just use the top layer to decoupage. And when you're all done, then you have a display that's good from September through Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like and subscribe and follow the library on YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, Twitter, and Instagram.